Hey guys, welcome to the Game 4 simulation for Euro 2012, and it's going to be Germany versus Spain. Now, there are a few things that I'm sure you've just realised by simply looking at this. Well, at least at the teams. Firstly, the big thing is that the Germany squad is full of new gens. Why is that? Well, for those who haven't really played Football Manager, um, you need to know that Germany, I believe, that their sort of copyright of the German players' names has not been given. Apparently, it just does not. It's not been allowed for Sports Interactive to use on this game. What I'm going to try and do in the future is get a possible patch or sort of, I don't know, database or something where um, the German team are real players. If I can't, then I'll just have to be it. That's just the way the game works. It's somewhat of a staple of Football Manager to actually have this. I think the most popular example was for years. I think it was Oliver Kahn, of course, the goalkeeper who was absolute stalwart for Germany for years. He was not on the game, of course, and he was known as Jens Mustermann, which, of course, is like the equivalent of calling someone John Smith in English. Very just like a placeholder name almost. So that's what he was known as. So yeah, unfortunately, that's a bit weird. I do believe we have one real player. I think he's on the bench. I've forgotten who it is. Hang on. They are third in the world, as you can see. Where's he gone? Fox. I think that. I don't actually know. He's not a real player. Sorry, no, he's not. He just seems to. He just shares the same name. So yeah, that's that. So unfortunately, Germany are a bit weird, but there you go. That's a staple of Football Manager. Looking at Spain as well, I realise there are maybe one or two players. Most big, of course, is David Villa, who, of course, I think he's broke his leg or something in the Club World Championship back in December. So obviously he's not going to be there. Never mind. Again, this is being played on, at least at the time of recording, the most up to date patch. So blame us, I don't blame me. It's not the best. I realise this isn't the best simulation in the world, but this is what the game goes on. I'm going on what the game thinks, not trying to be. I am trying to be realistic, but I'm not trying to be, you know, absolutely dead reality. I'm trying. There is somewhat of a virtual reality feel to this, so that's what I'm going for. So I just needed that just to get that to you. So this is game 4. Obviously, the big game today, that of course is going down, is it does also involve Germany. It is then versus country very close to Spain. Of course, that is Portugal. This is a very tight game. I don't think I'm gonna. Well, I was going to say about predictions and stuff. We're going to see how this game pans out. My initial thought would be Germany because, again, I do fancy the Germans. Like pretty much I do every tournament. I really do think they have a genuine chance. But at the same time, it is Portugal. Cristiano Ronaldo, he is capable of pretty much anything, as we've all seen. And and that's coming from a Liverpool fan. Let's be honest here. I'm going to try and be as neutral as possible. There's a chance for Spain, and that's a corner. So I'm still going to back the Germans on that one, but obviously, it's Spain versus Portugal here. Obviously, Spain, Portugal, very different kettle of fish. So I think the comparisons to this game here, a little bit unfair. So, we'll have to see when it actually does come down to it on the real day itself. But my backing would be Germany. I think it'll be tight. I think it'll be tense. I think Germany 2-0, but two quite lucky goals. Not lucky as such, but squirmy goals. If you get me, they had to work hard for it. So it is slightly disappointing. I realise that the real German squad isn't there, but they are all replicated to the exact stats, just different names. That's what I believe anyway. So yeah, unfortunately that's just the way things go. And here's Kaiser, great name, putting Germany 1-0 up, and this is what I mean about. That's pretty much just what I've mentioned there. Hard working Spain, or as it will be Portugal, and they have taken the lead. Not necessarily smash and grab as such, but Germany with the lead against the world champions and European champions Spain. So let's have a look at this goal here. He just does. Ramos, he just again Sergio Ramos for me always seems to just fall in the big occasion. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just so observant. It just seems to catch him at his bad times. But he was he seems to like fail a lot. Ramos. I don't know. Maybe he's one of those positions. Don't know that it's very difficult to find a good right back that doesn't constantly make an error or whatever. So give the guy a break. I suppose he's still quality. So Germany still leading here, and there's a chance again, and it's a corner for Germany. Well, Spain were actually. Well, I think they may have been defensive there. It's a bit unusual. Of course, one thing that they may or not replicate here is the whole. I think the official term is, of course, tiki-taka football that Spain do. I don't know whether that's obviously in the game or not, whether that's their built-in philosophy and tactic. But never mind, it's 2. Wow, I would not have predicted this. So this is that was my prediction, 2-0 to Germany, and that's how it's currently looking. And I tell you what, it's going to be wrong. Wow, absolutely unmarked is Walter there. That is a surprise. Well, was not really not expecting this. I think this is how it will pan out as well in the real game, or at least when Germany take on Portugal. Casillas with a great save. Now, a lot of people might be thinking, okay, Spain 3 times. Not well, yeah, I was going to say 3. I mean, can they win 3 major trophies on the bounce? Oh, and that nearly went in. That was a goal kick. What? I think he may have actually knocked that off the line. The German player there. Ooh, and Kaiser will be coming off here. Dennis Kaiser. Who is that? I don't think the names are supposed to replicate anything. Oh, and David Villa. Oh, what a... Oh, wow. Off the line from... I don't know who that was there. From the German player. I had no chance on remembering these names. Bloody ambulances. So 2-0 at half time. I'm nearly halfway there with the prediction. As I say, when I predict it, I mean it in real life and on the game as well. And well, there's my prediction out the window. 3-0 Germany. I was certainly not expecting this. Look at this, 42 seconds. Arbeloa, well, he's not like that. That's not unlike him to be caught out like that. I mean, he's played against the world's best and beat them as Arbeloa. I remember when Arbeloa when he just signed for Liverpool. I think it was his first, or maybe his first or second season. And we played Barcelona in the Nou Camp. Of course, there was that incident when Craig Bellamy and John Onorisa had that golf club incident. And Arbeloa, it's in for Spain. Ooh, the goalkeeper should have done better there. Xabi Alonso. He has 10 goals now for Spain. I just read the milestones there. 10 goals for Spain. It's not bad that for a midfielder. Not bad, especially considering you're in a team as compact as Spain. But yeah, he was marking Lionel Messi that night, Alvaro Arbeloa, and he let's have a look at this from Alonso. It was dipping. Well, it was dipping, I suppose, at the time, and Mollet. We had to do quite well to get that, but not good enough, unfortunately. So Spain are back in it maybe now. Silva with the corner, and Llorente. Very close indeed. And yeah, to say Arbeloa had a great game. He basically had Lionel Messi in his back pocket. I mean, okay, I think that was when he was like 19. I mean, I think if he did it now, that's 4-1. It's another goal for the number 5, Walter, or Volta, as I think I'm going to pronounce the German names properly. And yeah, so Arbeloa had a great game. Messi in his back pocket. And I think that's the last time I remember Lionel Messi actually being outclassed. Well, they got outclassed against Real Madrid and Chelsea, didn't they? Let's be honest. So Jesus Navas has come on to replace David Villa, so we're a little bit more realistic now. I think I love how Fernando Torres is not in it at all. Where's Llorente and Villa, who has a broken leg? Jesus Navas, who apparently I think is a midfielder. He is a midfielder, isn't he? And then again, they are playing a slightly unorthodox midfield, formation, I should say. So I think, unless Spain gets something from this corner, I would give 3 points here to Germany, and this will be finished here. And a poor touch from the number 10 Heitmann, the simulated Heitmann. But nevertheless, it's still a chance here for Germany to get one more. No, I think that will be it now. I think that is now surely Germany's 3 points, absolutely for sure. Even if Spain get one back, I can't see them getting 3. Well, we saw Sweden in the last game come back from 2 goals down. When as good as Spain are, I can't see them getting 3 goals in, well, yeah, 2 minutes. Last chance to help the goal difference on a bit. Silva, no, he's going to win the throw-in. Nothing here for Spain. Only the 1 goal coming from Xabi Alonso. Please come back to Liverpool, Xabi. So there we go. Germany with the winners. That is a slight surprise, I suppose, even though I did predict them to win. They go top of Group D then. So Germany, France, Sweden and Spain. So Sweden certainly showing they are no pushovers. And Spain down there, the world champions, on 0 points after 1 game with 4 goals conceded. Well, that is not how it was meant to be in the script. Very good game indeed. So we now fast forward. There are the results that have taken place on the in-game day. But of course, Portugal-England was yesterday. Sweden beating, that felt like a victory, I suppose, for Sweden, as they came from 2-0 down to draw with France and gain an absolutely crucial point in this horrific group of death. And well, I mean, I expected the German win here, but I was not expecting such emphasis by the Germans as they, as you just saw here, beat Spain by 4 goals to 1. Absolutely amazing result, really. Of course, especially when you consider it is a made-up German team, I suppose, or at least in name. So that's great. So we'll move on then to the next fixtures. So who's playing tomorrow on Monday the 11th? We have our Group A games, otherwise simulating Group C. Let's have a look at the see who they will be. Unfortunately, it's not going to be replicating real life, as Croatia are not taking on Ireland, and obviously Spain are playing tomorrow as well. But we have tomorrow's games, real life games, are Spain versus Italy. That's a cracking game. I cannot wait for that. And then also a pretty good game, Ireland versus Croatia. I love watching Ireland. I think they're a very entertaining side. And so too are Croatia on the day. So unfortunately they have been kept apart, as Ireland will take on Italy and Croatia will take on Ukraine. So if you can keep up with what I'm saying. So they are the games tomorrow. I'll be looking at them. And until then, I'll see you tomorrow. So thanks for watching. Give the video a like, please. And I will see you then. So bye-bye.